Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Asian Watch Collector, where I bring you the reviews of beautiful, unique timepieces and share my knowledge of horology with you regarding the latest trends in watch industry. I hope you are all doing well in these perilous times. As you read the caption, so you already know what's inside the box. It's one of the most difficult to find SARB series that has been long discontinued, the Seiko SARB029. So let's not wait further and get on with the unboxing of this special watch. It's a basic cardboard Seiko box, and as we open the box, we get the usual Seiko paperwork comprising of the Seiko manual and the Seiko warranty card. So let's put the paperwork to aside and focus on the watch. And guys, as can be seen, it's a looker, a beautiful, stunning, compact and classical dress watch from Seiko. And the finishing on these watches is beautiful from Seiko. The SARB series is a legendary series that has put on some beautiful dress and casual watches. So let's put the paperwork and box to the side and focus on this beautiful watch. So first of all, let's get things started with a quick skim through some of the technical specifications of this watch. The case diameter is 36 mm without the crown. The thickness is 12.5 mm, lug width is 19 mm, crystal is domed hardlex, water resistance is 50 meter and movement is 6R15 automatic caliber. Now let's talk about the dial of this watch. The dial is finished in a graceful matte black color featuring high polished stainless steel applied indices with facets that gives an alluring look when light hits them at different angles. There is a double baton at 12 o'clock and single batons elsewhere with a color matched date window framed in white at 3 o'clock. Minute track is printed in white around the edge of the dial, and the hands are high polished Dauphine or Swords hand that look mesmerizing when playing with the light. There is high polished Seiko logo applied below the 12 o'clock and automatic and 23 Jews printed above the 6 o'clock. Protecting the front of this timepiece is a domed hardlex crystal. Hardlex is a proprietary glass used by Seiko in many of their watches. It is a specially toughened mineral crystal that offers a high level of resistance to scratches and dents. But in my experience, hardlex scratches same like any other mineral crystal. The amazing domed crystal on this watch continues seemingly with the case making the watch look like having no bezel, and it distinguishes it from the well-known Seiko SARB because the Seiko SARB033 has got a flat sapphire crystal while the Seiko SARB029 has a beautiful domed hardlex crystal that gives distortion at certain angles, which is captivating to look at and continues with the vintage vibe of the watch along with the thin lugs and the high polished case of the SARB029. Now as we can see, there's a flat sapphire on that SARB033 and the beautiful domed hardlex on the SARB029, which distinguishes it very beautifully. Now let's talk about the bracelet. The bracelet is 3-link oyster type bracelet with solid links and solid end links instead of the screws. The bracelet integrates with the case nicely and it's very good as well because of the female mid end link. The bracelet is all brush finished with the high polish on sides, which continues on the top of the links minorly. The clasp is stamped with Seiko logo and it's a fold over clasp with 2 micro adjustments and double security pushers. It's a full proper mid clasp that's a very positive for this watch. The lug width of 19 mm on this watch is a little bit off-putting because as it limits the strap choices if you want to replace one, although it has drilled lugs which are given for the ease of strap replacement. But the clasp on this watch, as you can see, it's very beautiful and it's very according to the looks of this watch. It's not a dive type clasp but a simple dress type clasp. Now let's talk about the case back and movement. This is a screw down exhibition case back with information regarding the timepiece printed on it. At the heart of SARB029 is the workhorse in-house 6R15 caliber automatic movement. This is a 23 joule movement that beats at 21,600 beats per hour to give the second hand a smooth 6 ticks per second sweeping movement. It has a power reserve of 50 hours when fully wound and can be manually wound and hacked, which means the second hand stops when the crown is pulled out. This is the hacking function of the 6R15 movement from Seiko. The SARB029 has been discontinued by Seiko in 2011. It was in production for 4 years between 2007 and 2011. Due to its limited production and high demand, the prices on these watches are increasing day by day. You can hardly find these listed anywhere on internet. Retail price on the SARB029 was around $600, but today I have seen them selling for around $800 to $1200 range depending upon the condition of watch and availability of box and papers. Now let's discuss about the pros and cons of this watch. The things I like about this timepiece are firstly the gorgeous domed hardlex crystal producing that splendid distortion. Secondly, the overall vintageous looks of the watch with the crystal and thin drilled lugs. And lastly, the beautiful dial with lovely high polished Dauphine hands and indices. The things I'm not so keen on are firstly the two micro adjustments on the clasp only, which in my opinion should have been two more to get a more better fit for variety of wrist. Secondly, the 19mm lug width, which makes it very difficult to find new straps for it as many companies don't make 19mm straps. 18 or 20mm lug width would have been much more functional on this watch. And lastly, the price. Don't get me wrong folks, I love this watch, but for the prices these are going for today, I think it's too much and you can get better watches at this price from Seiko themselves and other entry-level Swiss brands. This was a short review of this magnificent rare timepiece. Now what about it? Should you buy it? Should you consider it or completely ignore the watch? In my opinion, if you are a watch collector and a Seiko fan and you like the vintage aesthetics, then you should buy it provided you can find one. But if you are in the market looking for a Seiko dress casual watch, then I will recommend to go for the SARB033 or the 035 as they are a better size at 38mm, better value for money and easily available. Thanks for watching this video. If you like it, give us a thumbs up and let us know in the comments if you want to improve something. Do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get the updates about our upcoming videos. See you in our next video. Take care. Allah Hafiz.